Hi, this is Joe Mitchell, YourHarvardAttorney.com, and I'm talking to you today about Courtroom 408, Private Criminal Complaints. What's a private criminal complaint? Private criminal complaint is where the police don't actually do an arrest, but something criminal has happened and you want to take some action. And what you do with a private criminal complaint is, let's say somebody punches you and you get hurt, and maybe you go to the hospital, or maybe you just have some wounds, and you maybe take some pictures, and the police were never involved in it. You called the police, but he had left and they didn't arrest him. So what do? First of all, you go down to 34 South 11th Street, and that's where, on the 6th floor, and the district attorney will talk to you about doing what's called a private criminal complaint. You pay $38, and at that point what will happen is you'll get a court date at the Criminal Justice Center in courtroom 408 at 9 o'clock. At that hearing in 408, there's an opportunity to try to work it out with the person. You might try to make a deal with them, you might have some type of an agreement, but basically there are three things that can happen. One is you can dismiss the charges. You can agree to withdraw the charges. The private criminal complaint will stay on the records for 2 years, which means that if anything happens in those 2 years, you can come back. The other thing you can do, the second thing you can do, is get a protective order. A protective order means that there's a written order by the court that says that this person has to stay away from you. And if that person comes in your presence or bothers you in any way, you can then go back to the court and have that person arrested. The third thing that can happen is if you cannot resolve it with the person, and this is not only for violent crime, this could be something else, somebody could have stolen some money from you or whatever. If you can't resolve it with the person, then what you do is you can take it to court, and you can actually get a trial date with a municipal court judge. So you can have it withdrawn, you can get a protective order, or you can do a trial with a municipal court judge. Sometimes it's good to have a lawyer, but in this particular case with a private criminal complaint, you do not need a lawyer at this stage. But if you'd like to call me and talk to me about it, I'd be happy to answer any questions for you. My telephone number is 215-557-7111, and you can see more information about me and about this issue at YourHarvardAttorney.com. This is Joe Mitchell. Thanks for listening.